Hey there guys, so in today's video we're going to be doing Elliot's shack. Is that what they call it? Elliot's hut, house, whatever. If it's on the beach, does that mean it counts as a shack? Maybe. So in this video I'm going to be taking you through all the stuff I do with the design codes that I make, and I just needed to craft a stool for the roof of Elliot's place. I just had to get up a reference photo because I don't have the exact colour roof because custom designs are limited, and I am struggling right now with wanting new designs, but I decided that the other ones I have, I don't think they'll fit as well as the red one does, so I went with the red one. I know there's a bench next to his place, but I don't know what's the best option, and the reference picture I have right now doesn't show that part, it's just the house. I'll probably put it up on screen so you can see my process that I'm doing right now. I didn't mention this in my tour. The sandcastle is here for a heart event that happens with Vincent and Sam where they talk about their dad. It's like pretty sad, but I just got the sandcastle in a balloon, so I thought why not just have it on the beach. I thought I already had a screenshot of this area on Stardew, so I'm actually gonna have to go into the game and get one, so I can take you with me to do that too. I just made this quick farm and like slept all the way to fall in the game, and then I literally just like come out and have to speak to like Clint every single time, and then I run off. I would use my main farm, but I'm in summer still on that farm and it takes me like a while to get through the days on that, so this is what I'm doing. It's really weird to walk through here right now all my life. Finally, I'm at the beach. I have a horse on my main farm, thinking about Animal Crossing. I mean, I also have a totem to the beach, but yeah, I don't know. That's besides the point. Okay, I've got the picture now. Let's go back. Oh, it feels so weird to run through here now. It feels like I'm not playing Animal Crossing. I just looked for ages through the DIYs, and turns out what I was looking for was not a DIY. So I need to order it and then I'll be back. Here they are. I grabbed two because I'm going to use one in front of Linus's tent. If I have room over that, I don't know if I do yet. So this is going to go somewhere over here. Actually I'm thinking about moving this forward so I can put stuff behind all of this. So this like dump of items over here is for that background of the beach. I'm gonna choose this mush log, the hedge stand, and I'm thinking about what to put on the log. Probably the wheat. The main thing I want to do back here is just have different heights. Okay, I actually want this Mario pink mushroom too. Just grabbing a couple more items for the other side so it doesn't look so heavy on the right side. I'm also going to drop a tree branch because there are like bits of wood like scattered about on the beach here. I'm probably going to do that also in the forest area, just drop some tree branches and stones. because I dropped some stones in that weed area that's by the community centre. Now it's time for the big event, the custom design. I'm probably going to take you through this process more than is necessary, but that's okay. So first thing I do is I just fill all with white, so I have a true blank slate instead of all the lines all over the place. Now I'm just loosely using colours that are kind of similar. Helps me to keep track of how many colours I've used, because it's very easy to run out of colours when you're doing quite intricate designs on these, especially when this design space has so many pixels on it. I'm just marking out significant shapes in the design to start off with. I've done paneling, like log paneling, a couple times on different designs for this island. What I like to do to achieve the panels is create a bit of a mess, because in this design the panels are all the same size. There is going to be a set amount in between the lines. Then if I feel like it doesn't look that good with where the window's placed, then I will move it. This last section is going to be sand because the table leg goes that far down. This is what I ended up going with, table and the thing that's like hanging. I think it's a lamp, I'm not sure. I've got a rough template now, so I'm going to copy it because I have 2 designs to do. I'm going to mirror the objects I just did on the other one, but not exactly mirror because I feel like they're not centered in this line, so they're going to be 1 pixel over, and I'll just get rid of the other stuff. And for the circle cut out of this standee, I'm going to do the mushroom that's on the door, the topmost mushroom. I'm going to make it really big, and then it's going to fill that area. Again, I'm just using close but kind of random colours. I think it's pretty easy to do this because I'm basing it off of a design that's already pixelated, so that makes it a lot easier to do these than if it was like a real life cabin. I think I've just decided that I am going to include this net that has some red stuff in it. I think it's crabs. I'm kind of hoping that I have the colours to do this. I'm just displaying them to make sure everything looks in proportion and lines up. I mean, it should do, but just checking. And this has made me realise that I need to add lines down the side of each one. I'm taking the black to use as the darkest colour. It's not going to be black in the actual final design. And now I'm just going through and looking at the reference picture a lot to see where the pixels are and basically keep adding more and more of the details. I'm using the greens because it's like the only standout colours I have left to use of the normal colours you're given. I wasn't going to add the different colours in the curtains here if I didn't have the colours left over to use. That's why I left it until this late on to do those, and I changed the colour of the sand at the bottom because I had used the orange somewhere else. I am pretty much done with this right now, so this is what it looks like before I change the colours to the actual ones that they should be. I'm actually going to send this screenshot to my phone, so I have this as well as the reference picture to work on the second standee. So I'm pretty much doing the same thing. It helps to have the first design because I'm able to implement design choices I made on that one. And if you just realise I'm using past tense, it's because I'm filming this in the future. Because this video took me a really long time to do. I mean, the designs really is the bulk of the recording of this video. So if you're interested, the whole recording of this video is 2.5 hours. It just takes a while. Part of it being so long is the constant back and forth looking at the reference picture. Also, this is sped up by 600%. It's a bit crazy. I hope you were just following the little pencil icon like I am watching this back, and enjoying the video that way. I've decided to use the same colour as the sand for the netting because I really want a third colour on the door. I don't think it's going to look that good if there's only two colours. I actually have a colour left over, so I'm going to use it for a shadow on the stems of the mushrooms. And now we can look at them again. Like a final check before we change all the colours, and it's going to be harder to make huge changes to the designs. When I'm changing the colours, I go back and forth between all three of the scales quite a lot just to see how they fit with the other colours I have going on. For the main colours, I started with the black, which I didn't make black because it's not natural if you make your darkest colour black. So then I'm just working my way up with the other colours from darkest to light, and it doesn't necessarily have to be the exact colour of the reference because sometimes that won't work with the other colours going on in the design. I wasn't worried about the wood being too orange because my island has a lot of reds and oranges on it. I think the last colour was honestly the hardest one for me to do. the way that I get the colours to be the same on the second design is I just take my phone, and as I scroll through all the colours I take a picture. You could copy at this point and then work out the details in the accurate colours. I wouldn't recommend this, but you could do it that way. I also like the drastic change it has when you just like bum 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 all in one go. I actually decided I wanted to change the design of this like lantern thing, so I end up doing that on both designs. I end up making it a bit wider. I think now when I display it, it's easier to see that the lamp isn't as big as it should be, like it isn't as wide as it should be. Then I realised that the lines on the door should be darker than the rest of the colour of the door, so I went back and changed this so it looks a bit more realistic because they're in the shadows of the panels. The only thing left to do is the wooden boxes on the stool. So I decided to go with the red one for the mushroom and the brown for the window. That is all for this video. See you in the next one. Bye! If you made it all the way to the end of the video, you actually see that I changed the design again because I felt the table looked a bit weird and I knew it didn't match up with the reference picture, but I was like, oh, it's gonna be okay, and then I looked at it again and I was like, no, it's not okay. So I made it one shorter and it just added in a shadow as well. Yeah, I think this looks way better. Okay, bye for the second time.